So today I'm doing a video on this Milwaukee device here. It's the impact driver, one of the small ones. I bought this because I wanted to check out a one key system, and because I saw reviews on there, and I had some concerns with the the location stuff. It's not very precise. I would say that it will give you like a vicinity. Sometimes it's like a block away. It's not really precise, from what I can gather from this thing. And another thing, like under here, you see here where it says the one key on that side. There's like two screws here. You remove these screws. There's like a battery in here. You take the battery out of this, and this no longer has that tracking. So until you plug this in, then you'll be able to link it to your phone. What I can't tell is if the battery is removed from here, if it'll link to somebody else's phone, which is supposed to be able to do, so you can track it that way. With this thing out. But I know with the big battery in here, it does allow you to track it on your own phone if it's registered to your phone. To me, which I think is like a fault in the tracking system of this device, the price of this thing is ridiculous. I think it's like $180 is what I paid just for this, not a battery, and I paid $40 for the battery separately. So it's not cheap. So I wouldn't buy this for like my home use. If you're a professional and you're really anal about how much use this thing is being used, it's supposed to be used 24/7 so you can make money. Maybe that little computer thing on the phone, the app on the phone, where you could track it, like its use, and then redistribute it to somebody else who could use it on a job site or a different job site because it's not being used as much. To me, I think that's a little bit gimmicky. I do commend Milwaukee for making an attempt with something like that, but in reality, you don't even know when you might need to use something like this on a job site. I don't do professional work, but I do a lot of work. I have built houses from the ground up before, and sometimes I might have one of these, but I don't use it, and then out of nowhere I really need to use this. So, and it's nice that it's there so I can grab it and use it. So to say, well, it's not being used on the job site, let's send it to this other job site where it might get used, or it will get used today, and then it just so happen on another job site someone need to use it today when they haven't used it in months. Now they need one. So in that regard, with a selling point in this, I think for the one key is ridiculous as far as the feature for the app. But I understand it and I see the trajectory of it. It just needs a lot more work. But again, I really want to check that one key, and I find that it doesn't really give you, it gives you a ballpark, but again, it's only for the device that you have this registered to. When I spoke to someone at Milwaukee, they told me that if the battery is not in here, the battery is dead, you won't be able to track it, I guess, with other people's phones. Like say somebody on the job site has a one key device as well. If this isn't registered to their device, if this battery is removed, it won't pop up on their device as to where it is. So if someone stole this and moved out of state with it, you can't turn this shit off if that battery is not in there. I think that it's they need some work. Again, price is too much. I would go with something cheaper. I've had some rigid that I've had for years, and they're still going strong, and they were nowhere near the price of this. But that's just for my use. I'm not I don't do a whole lot of professional work. But when I do professional work where I'm using it all the time, the rigid worked fine. It was cheap. Their warranty isn't the best. I mean, they say they have lifetime warranty on some of the stuff, but there's so much red tape that is useless, you know. So I have this and I will use it, but I will never buy this again, because there are other alternatives that's more cost effective. I'm not saying that it's not a useful device, it's just not useful to me as far at the price that they want. Hopefully this video is helpful to you guys. If you have any questions, ask in the comment section down below. I will probably try to test this a little bit further and see if I could pick it up on, say, my niece's phone, since it's not registered to her phone, and with the battery out. And I will post an update later on. But initially, I won't buy this. It's too expensive, and there are other competitors out there that last just as long for half the price of this stuff. Y'all have a good day.